What do you think about a theatre in London's West End announcing the production of a new play with some of the performances solely reserved for anyone who identifies themselves as being black? Huh? Welcome to my chinwag number 3. A series of musings in a spirit of camaraderie, attempting to, I suppose, stimulate awareness and encourage conversations on subjects currently claiming the attention of this particular mama. I'm feeling more bewildered than usual today, with a mixture of overwhelming disgust and nausea at the use of what to me are abhorrent principles of apartheid under the guise of providing a radical socialist alternative. Well, I will not be going to see Slave Play by Jeremy O. Harris, a playwright previously unknown to me, at London West End's Noel Coward Theatre. And I think it's important for me to say this, especially given the colour of my own skin. And I hope that not many of you will want to support principles of apartheid either. Will we hear anything from Equity on this subject, I wonder? Well, the silence so far has been deafening. But then, Equity, trade union for creative workers in the entertainment industry, as it builds itself, is remarkably quiet about the things that actually affect most members. I mean, have you heard anything from Equity about the reported Willy Wonka scandal, as it is called? You know, where actress has been hired and not paid for the job, or an actor has been hired and given a script generated by artificial intelligence and then had his performance curtailed because none of the references in the script to props actually exist, and the performance had to be stopped because of the complaints of members of the audience. Has Equity said anything about this? Oh no. You see, our General Secretary and his adoring retinue of senior staff and some lay members who are officers of the union, no less, are too busy, you see, because they go to places like Los Angeles and Cuba and Chile to lecture poor people about socialist principles. Apparently unity, or what they call solidarity, is a socialist principle. I mean, you can hardly blame them for not having any time to deal with members' problems. I mean, the president of Equity herself, well, she brags by posing for photographs with the renowned Hollywood actress Meryl Streep. What, in the hope that some of that renown might accidentally rub off on her? I don't know. What has that actually achieved for Equity? And when you look beneath these self-generated headlines, sexism, nepotism, racism are rife in our industry. There's as much unemployment in our industry as there always has been. And one would have thought that instead of using members' money to fund their trips around the world and their lectures on socialism and their ability to give money to unions like the RMT, money that belongs to the members, without consulting the members, I might add, wouldn't they be better occupied dealing with matters to do with our professional lives? The things that affect the terms and conditions of our professional engagements. But now they've removed the term professional from the rules, you see. Because that way they can get political activists who are young. And anybody can aspire to be an actor after all. It's not a particular skill. These bureaucrats know that they can do it because they lie all the time. And isn't that what acting is all about? It makes me rather sad at the diminution of all skill and art. Tracy Ann Oberman is a Jewish actress currently playing Shylock in The Merchant of Venice, Shakespeare's play, in London's West End. And it has been reported that she's been subjected to vile and threatening hatred, abuse severe enough to warrant police protection. Can somebody tell me what exactly Equity has done or said to support this member? Or does it not matter because she's Jewish? I don't know. Other Jewish members, like Dame Maureen Lipman, have left the union in disgust because they say Equity takes a partisan stance, supporting Palestine as opposed to Israel, without any full discussion with the entire membership to determine what is right and what is wrong. Now, I'm not Jewish, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Christian. So I wonder why the Archbishop of Canterbury doesn't say anything about the slaughter of Arab Christians in Palestine. They might be dark-coloured in skin and therefore of less importance, I suppose. Is that a form of racism? Not consciously, I don't think. But it all depends on how you define these things and what you're willing to do about them. One would have thought that we would all oppose fascism, whatever guise it comes in. But we all seem to be so clever that we have missed the very simple point staring us in the face. I don't know if you were as shocked as I was by Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister of a supposedly democratic country, saying that the election of a new Member of Parliament was alarming. Why? It had nothing to do with the fact that he won by an overwhelming, record-breaking majority against the candidates put up by the two major political parties that run this country. And the leader of the opposition, Keir Starmer, echoes Rishi Sunak's words. Because, on balance, the Muslim vote is important, but it's not that important. The Jewish vote is more important, and what matters is who is Prime Minister and who wields the power. And, of course, they both are a little bit upset about the language used by George Galloway when he describes the two of them as the two cheeks of the same backside. That reminds me. Sir Alec Guinness, no less, once told me a story about Shakespeare and Shelley meeting up in the heavens. And apparently Shelley said to Shakespeare, you're just a Midlands lad who didn't go to university or anything. How come everybody in the world knows you? Here I am, a highly educated man and a rather better poet than you, if you don't mind my saying so, and not many people know me. And Shakespeare said, well, it's very simple, Percy. You use highfalutin language and I just talk the language of the people. So Shakespeare said, well, look down there. Now write me a few lines. First thing comes into your head about what you see. So Shelley hummed and hawed and said, for God's sake, I can't possibly be expected to write a poem on the spot. Down yonder vale the old man went. His head was bowed, his knees were bent. And Shakespeare said, well, Oh, Paz, you can do better than that. Who's going to listen to that crap? Sally said, what do you mean? Do you think you can do better? I challenge you. And William Shakespeare, without a moment's hesitation, said, forsooth, what kind of man is this, whose balls are in parenthesis? So you see, language is just a matter of taste, isn't it? But there is a serious point to be made. Racism is bad, whether it's anti-Jewish or anti-Muslim or anti-Christian. Well, that's what I was brought up to believe. Am I wrong? Do talk to me and let me know what you think. So that has been Chinwag number 3, and Chinwag number 4 will follow fairly soon. Thank you for listening. Bye.